Good. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for pitching for tonight. It's cold, but I'm so glad that you are here, and that Lorik and Caitlin, they were here for since 6 o'clock and really trying to get all this technical stuff done. So I'm really convinced that we are going to record and have a nice recording tonight. And also welcome to Elizabeth Nell. As I said, she's our champion in Taekwondo. It's a champion. I'm not so sure about the title. It's a Dean 8, a Dan 8, Master, Grandmaster. So that's the title. So for those of you who know something about it, you know that is quite high up, and you don't sukkel met haar. As well as Frans Pieterse. I know Frans since he was born. He stays in my street. And Frans is also one of Elizabeth's students. And they are going to help us tonight with some practical demonstrations and to see how we can do and what we can do to defend ourselves. Before Elizabeth, so I'm not going to say anything and do anything tonight. Anthony is also here, so if there's somebody that would like to know something about the crime, he will be able to help us. But I'm not going to say anything else. We are going to give the whole hour for Elizabeth. Her class will just come and open for us with a prayer, please. Yeah.
Kom ons raak stil. Ons Hemelvader, ons sê vir U baie dankie. Dankie dat ons vanaand in U naam kan begin. In die besonder wil ons U seën afbid op hierdie vergadering. Maar dan wil ons ook bid, Vader, en dankie sê vir al die werksaamhede van Gaskom. Almal wat betrokke is. Dankie vir elkeen se bydrae. Ons wil U saam sien vanaand aan U opdra. Sien dit dat ons gaan geniet. Alles net om Jesus naam het wil. Amen.
Dankie, Herklaas. All right, Elizabeth, thank you very much. Now it's you and your speech to us then. Baie dankie. So you have got, this is, all right.
Bullying. When does it go too far, and how do you help your child or your friends? Because the bullies don't stop when they leave school. They just continue and they do it on a greater scale, at a bigger scale, and it becomes more cruel. Okay. Okay, outlined. The psyche of a bully versus a victim. Recognizing conflict, must understand the conflict, self-reflection, anti-bullying policy guidelines, and we'll do questions afterwards. The definition of psyche. Totality of the human mind encompassing both conscious and unconscious thoughts, feeling, and belief. It represents a person or group's innermost mental life, spirit, and psychological essence that drives their behavior. What is a bully? The mean kid, the bossy kid, the hard person that they never smile, sly, angry, cold, and usually very nasty as well. And it's not just applicable to children, it's applicable to adults as well. Okay, the psyche of the child or the person that is being bullied. They're placitating, fearful, timid, sad, shy, they're afraid, weak, powerless, and fragile. Adults also become like that. Recognizing conflict, understanding what prevents peace. A martial arts education for peace curriculum. Bullies are people who are angry. Victims are people who are afraid. The bully's body language. Hands in fists, they display rude fingers, arms crossed, hands on hips, legs apart, ready to go, chest out, chin forward, shoulders squared, and a swaggering walk. Most of the time, that is the bullying. The victim's body language, limp, their shoulders droop, they're shaking when they see these guys, their heads are always bowed, knees knocking, feet turned inward. Check out for the kids, your own kids, other people that you come across. See if you see something like that, and they are probably being bullied some other time. The victim's language. I'll give you anything, just don't hit me. I'll tell my mother, I'll tell my teacher. I guess I'm a nerd. Now I can have my hat back. Okay, when we are in conflict, we hurt. When we hurt, we sometimes want to hurt others. When we understand our conflict, we can resolve it. That is why sometimes you need to get a bully just as much psychological help than the child that is being bullied, because there's something wrong with them. They see this at home, they've been treated like victims at home. So when they get to another place, they treat the other people as victims. Right. The types of conflict is either physical conflict, mental conflict, personal inner conflict. Okay. All right, understanding the conflict. We can see, hear, sense, and feel conflict. You stepped into a room and it feels like you have to cut your way through the atmosphere in the room. You can see there's something wrong there. Right, learning to resolve inner conflict helps us to resolve our conflict. Talk to somebody, your psychologist, your pastor, another friend that knows what to do, how to deal with it. Nobody is perfect. Trying to be perfect can cause us inner conflict. When we understand conflict, we are better able to resolve it. How can we tell we've been hurt when we are in conflict? We don't feel good about something or what someone said. We're upset about something someone did. We are angry, frustrated, sad. Our faces show concern or a frown. Our bodies are tense and tight. Look for those signs in your children, but with other people as well. Sometimes somebody gets bullied at work and they start locking themselves in. They don't talk, they don't want to go anywhere, they don't want to do anything. Okay. How can we tell we've been hurt on when we are in conflict? Next page. Okay, self-reflection. Be honest about your behavior. Feeling bad or wrong only creates self-hatred, guilt, and fear. Comparing yourself to someone else only creates conflict inside you between who you actually are and who you think you should be. Kids that get pushed. I want straight A's on that report this year. And they work, but some kids just aren't capable of getting straight A's every year. So parents sometimes bully their kids without knowing it. Okay, look at yourself honestly without judgment. You know, I'm an average student, I'm an average. So why try and force yourself to be the top of the range? Okay, self-reflection. The effects of bullying can last a lifetime. Mental, psychological bullying is different from physical bullying. At times, we have all been a bully. Have you ever forced your children's spouse to do things they don't want to do? Made a person feel guilty for not doing what we want them to do? That's also a form of bullying. It's not nice, but yes, we all do it sometimes. Okay. Anti-bullying policy and guidelines. An anti-bullying policy is a set of formal guidelines and procedure established by a school or organization to prevent, identify, and address bullying. It outlines acceptable behavior, reporting mechanism, and disciplinary or rehabilitative consequences. The reporting mechanisms are the most important for the children. They mustn't feel they've been knocked off senseless in the bathrooms during break, and now they just have to carry on with the school day. They must feel comfortable to go and talk to a teacher, to the principal, anybody that can help them. Right, so
Schools got that.
some have got it, but they're sometimes not very effective in enforcing it, because now the kids are in the bathroom, they get knocked around, The teachers are sitting in the hall, they are busy having their tea break, and the teachers, they don't see it, and then it's, okay, he said, she said type of thing. So the schools need to, I know I'm talking to the other, but the schools need to put extra mechanisms in place. If there's a child that they know is being bullied, make sure the child is safe in some or other way. Okay. Type of bullying is addressed. The policy must explicitly define that what constitutes bullying. Common types include physical, hitting, punching, or damaging property. Grab their phone and they smash it. Verbal, name calling, teasing, or threats. That's sometimes the one that stays with somebody the longest. With kids, it changes their personality because they are always scared and shy because somebody's going to knock me. Somebody's going to tell me, you're stupid. They must learn that they must get confidence. That's where I think martial arts helps to get the kids, let them practice. They know what they can do. But other types of practice, school sports and things like that, it gives them confidence when they do things. Okay. Relational and social. Spreading rumors, excluding others from group, or ostracizing behavior. That kid, you over there. The popular ones are playing here. Every time they push a child out, it has caused the mental, it hurts them. Because now everybody is laughing and playing at break time or after school, and this student has to sit. He's sitting there, he's waiting to be knocked around or called some silly names that the kids can do out. Cyberbullying. Harassment using social media, messaging apps, or digital platforms. That's why they want to remove the digital stuff for the kids under 13 and 14. Actually, sometimes some of the countries are looking at the age of 16 because now they log onto something that they accidentally shouldn't have, or it's easy for a bully, a high school kid, to bully the primary school kid because they've got a cell phone as well that they can abuse. All right, so check your kids' WhatsApps, check if there's anything going on. The other kids sending WhatsApps, you stupid, I think you're crazy, you're not good enough. Those type of things they can do on the WhatsApp, and they think there are no consequences, but there are. There are reporting mechanisms nowadays for all the kids. Reporting procedures. The policy must explicitly define what constitutes bullying. Common types include, for learners, guidelines on how to report incidents to trusted adults, to teachers. Many schools include drop-off boxes for anonymous tips or designate safe spaces. A suggestion, if your kids are being bullied at school, ask the principal, put a little box there, they can put the notes in there if they want to. Or make sure that the principal has an open door policy, that any kid can walk into his office and say, listen, this other one bullied me. Right, for parents, specific contact details of school management, counselors, or the designated safeguarding lead. Now, there's a company, their address is on the last, The Guardian. They call themselves The Guardian. Specifically more for sports, but you have to register. If you want to teach a sport, you've got to register. You've got to pass your all your checks, police clearance, sexual offenders clearance. They issue a certificate that says you are cleared to work with children. All sports. This is the SASCOC preferred provider. Anybody that wants to teach kids, this is where you go. And then the kids, the sporting codes, they know. Those kids know she's the safety officer. We do it at championships and everywhere. This one is the safety officer, that one is the safety officer. If you're being bullied, there you go. In classes as well, the parents must be made aware of who do we contact directly. Okay? They need to be able to contact the person directly. So if one of the instructors or coaches also is misbehaving, the child must be able to freely go and report this person. Okay. investigation and action. The policy details how school staff will handle reported incidents. Prompt investigation of all claims. Don't wait 6 weeks before you report it. And the school can't wait 6 weeks before they start checking who's who, what happened. Separate interviews with the victim, the alleged bully, and any witnesses. Don't put the bully and the victim and the witness in the same room and then ask what happened. You're not going to get the full story, you're not going to get the truth. Right. Communication with parents, guardians of both parties. Now you can, nowadays it's very easy to report them to the police. They report it to the Department of Education, although I hear it's a little slow there. But the police have to react. Okay. Right. Disciplinary and rehabilitative measures. Disciplinary actions, written warnings, withdrawal of privileges, detention, formal disciplinary hearing for severe infractions. It doesn't always help if you put the bully here in the chair and you say, talk to him. They are rebellious to start off with, so they want to control everything and they're not going to listen. So it's usually a counselor with the necessary qualifications that you take your child and do it in an open forum. You don't have to be in the room with the child. The counselors will tell you, okay, listen, it's me and the kid. We're going to work this out. And then you get called in and so on. Okay, because just as much as a bully needs counseling, the victim also needs counseling and a lot of counseling. Okay, rehabilitative actions, anger management training, restorative justice system sessions, behavioral chart, mandatory counseling for both. It's because that bully, there's a reason why a child will just go around hitting other kids or bumping them across or when you work where a guy just sort of zaps you with his arm and now then he feels good because he hurt somebody for no reason. Walks past you in the passage and he just butts you with his shoulder or kicks you with his on the shin and stuff like that. It hurts you, but he needs counseling just as much as what you need counseling at the end of the day. Right. Preventative measures. The student-focused awareness campaigns, classroom discussions, character building life orientation programs. I received most of the information for this from the Atrium Society in America. They specialize in this type of abuse for other students and bullying and everything. Okay, so I think the doctor that did this, I think he's pretty clued up. So, staff focused. Increased adult supervision in high-risk areas, in the playgrounds, the corridors, and the bathrooms. Because in the corridors, the kids are where they trip each other and knock each other. It is also bullying. It's because they usually target one kid at a time. And then they go on, and that's that child, when they pass, they're going to bump them, kick them, shove them out of the way until they fall and get hurt. So a lot of the time, the bullies are focused on one, maybe two kids. They come in groups. They like being in groups. Right. Any questions? Okay, next slide. Okay, the guardian. As experts in child protection and safeguarding, we provide a comprehensive range of solutions, including clearances, safeguarding policies, learning resources. It's founded by Dr. Mark Hardwick. He's a South African. So he did notice that there was problems with bullying, and it's a whole company dedicated solely to assist students who are being bullied. And you can demand, maybe ask the schools to register that because they have to do their police clearance, sexual offenders clearance as well. I was helping writing exams at a school, a high school. Suddenly the next morning, everything was going crazy. One of the male teachers had raped a young girl at school, on the school grounds. Okay, so the police clearances are not always fundamental, but they must know where can they go. it was reported, and he lost his job and everything. Yeah, so unfortunately, everything goes on, starts in the schools, even the creche. My granddaughter got a blue eye because the other kids wanted the toy that she was playing with. My eldest daughter went to varsity, and she had knocked the other guy silly because he couldn't keep his hands off him. And this is varsity. They're supposed to be adults. They are treated as adults, and they're supposed to be mature. But he couldn't keep his hands off her. She had knocked the hell out of him. She's got a black belt, so she knows what she's doing. Okay, that is where the preaching starts for self-defense. And if they don't want to do a martial art, let's do self-defense. I do a basic course, release and run. Somebody grabs you. If you see there are 3 guys standing outside the bathroom, the girls' bathroom, you know, if you're going in there, when you go out, they're going to come for you. So go fetch another bathroom. Go wherever. But the kids usually identify the bullies, and they try and avoid them. But walk with confidence also. It teaches them a lot of self-confidence. So, and the bullying doesn't stop when the guys finish school. It carries on and on. And you get the women who do the bullying as well. It's mostly verbal, but it's not nice if you're trying to work in the office and the woman comes up and says, "Oh, you bitch," or you, for no reason at all. It's just no reason that they have to calling you a bitch or an idiot or anything. You're doing your work. That woman must also be doing her work instead of bullying you. So offices and places, everybody needs a reporting mechanism. And I believe the Guardian can help everybody with those mechanisms. They do the police clearances, they assist with all those things, and they can step up and say, okay, listen, this isn't working. Or they can contact the right authority. Listen, go and help these people. Because it's mostly, as I say, in the schools and at work, and no job is immune. No person, I don't think anybody has ever not been bullied. Okay.
Are schools, is it mandatory for them to belong to the Guardian or not? Is it voluntary?
I think it is voluntary for schools,
Okay,
but
cool.
you can, if your child is in a school, the Guardian is only recently established. You can go to the principal or you can go to the office and say, listen, guys, yeah, we use these guys. Because you can, anytime, they create a profile for teachers. Then you can go onto the teacher's profile and say, okay, this teacher hasn't had the police clearances, no sexual offenders clearances. You've got to do that to be able to teach. But this is the SASCOC preferred provider. Okay, any sport. You want to do any sport, you need to register with a Guardian. And they make sure. And all the clubs are informed. If you have a problem, if a parent has a problem with the way instructor is taking the kid and jerking him by the arm, go and stand there, or screaming at them, or whatever, the Guardian, the parents can report to the Guardian, and then MASA takes over. MASA has a ethics commissioner, and they work with the investigations with us. But the schools, I'm sure that the Guardian will gladly help for the schools as well. The part of this that you have to do is the safeguarding. Now there's 2. The one is for, say, teachers or the principal, and then there's the other one for just the other teachers, that they can just do the safeguarding to realize what's going on. And you can make that part of the school curriculum stuff. The teachers can send out the messages. Listen, the Guardian is looking after the kids, yeah, for bullying. And then, yeah, is the reporting. You can report it, yeah, you can report it to that person and that person. Eventually, the education department catches up, but not always. It takes a long time. And then by that time, these kids have said no. With the sport, we've seen it a lot of the times when the instructor comes and he rips the kid off his feet. in a class or just bumps them and go sit over there. By the time the police start investigating this, that kid has decided, I've had enough of taekwondo or karate or whichever martial arts style they're doing, and they're gone. So I need to do the reporting promptly. The mechanisms need to be so in such a way that the Department of Education can come 6 months later and everything is sorted out anyway. Either the child is removed from the school or he's in serious counseling with warnings, whichever is necessary. Each school, as I say, can do their own stuff. If there's a school that wants the stuff, I can give them what I have from the Atrium Society. They can have it. It's not a problem for me. Then the teachers can work through that, and you can look at it. You as parents can also look at it and see what's going on. And not just parents, the boss at work can see how to prevent this type of situation in the office, where an employee eventually sits there and comes there, I'm resigning and I'm going, with sort of less than 24 hours notice. They walk out at 5 o'clock, put the resignation on their table and go. And then it's a valuable employee who really makes a big contribution towards the business, but they cannot handle the big fat bully that comes in there and knocks them and insults them the whole day. So officers, everybody needs to, how can I say, make it, let them report freely. Don't be scared. Even adults are scared to report, especially the adults, because they think, no, people are not going to believe me, I'm being bullied. Yes, we will believe you. The people who know what this is will believe that you are being bullied. But you're free to take that, and if you need the books that I have it electronically. Get my number from Carol, and I will send you the books, and you can see what they. It's basically martial arts based, but applicable to all walks of life. Okay, I'm not shy to share those books. They're not mine, and the Atrium Society has closed down, so I don't think they're laying claim to any of it. Just don't try and sell it. I don't know if they're going to be happy with that, but share it. Help as many people as you can, and especially as many kids as you can. Any questions?
There's the private school, I won't mention its name, in Centurion.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard about it. A lot of bullying's been going on. The principal's been covering everything up because it's a teacher's child.
Yeah.
So the parents have not taken it further. Now the principal's got suspended.
That's right.
My niece's son is in the school. He came home with a broken arm.
Yeah.
And so it's now escalated.
Maybe the guardian can help the teachers and everybody to just eliminate them or suspend them, whatever is necessary, whatever the law allows, to get rid of them as well. Suspend them out of school permanently, expel them. Because it's not good, because the kids that stay behind, the kids that are being bullied have the worst psychological damage that you can imagine. Those are the kids, those are the people, when they grow up, they come sit here in a corner, they won't go anywhere, they have no social life, because they are so afraid of being bullied further. And they sit at work just doing their job and getting out of there as fast as they can. And they're going to be good at their job, but they hate it to be there because they are being bullied. And one small little incident can set off what happens at school. So, yes, help anybody and everybody that you can. I know the evaluations and the psychiatrists are expensive, but for the kids, do it. And for yourself, I know some churches volunteer the pastors because they know also how to do counseling and things like that. So don't leave it there. If you have to bring in a team of psychologists or a team of counselors to come and help, before the Department of Education wakes up 3 years from now, sort it out within a month or as fast as you can. And encourage the kids, they can report it. A little box there, You can just pop your stuff in when nobody's watching, or you can tell the teacher, talk to your teachers, whatever. Encourage them to talk to their teachers. But the Guardian is it's SASCO's preferred provider with all sports. Every single person who trains and teaches any sport affiliated with SASCO, that's where you have to go stop. That's your first stop. And even in the martial arts, if you don't do these things that they want, they close your club down. They're not interested in people who can possibly hurt children. The martial artists, you can really hurt a kid if you lose your temper and things like that. So you've got to control yourself, but other kids in the class as well. So I think if you would, it's Jared at theguardian.co.za. He works with the registrations and he helps with the stuff. But on their website, there is an email address. The email address is you'll get it immediately when you go onto their website. Okay. Anybody up for a personal demonstration? I brought my second Dan, world bronze medalist, to come and help me.
Go easy on him.
Oh, worry, I've taught him to fall. I've taught him to fall very hard. Okay. I've been doing the self-defense for the domestic workers, and everybody knows my pinky trick. Break the pinky, because you break the grip. But sometimes you don't get hold of it. And the adults, if you don't feel like, break his finger. Okay, here's the end. Okay? I did this with a drunk guy one day. His party trick. Up, and then it's easy, it's simple. It's release and run. You don't want to stand there fighting like Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris and Jackie Chan. There's no way you're going to win a fight with me, with a guy that size, on the street. Okay? So you need to do a quick release and run, and then you get out of the way. You get away from where he is. Scream, shout, be a drama queen, that's fine. Guys, you may also be a drama queen if somebody grabs you like this. But, this one guy, that was his party trick. He would come and he'd grab one of the women, and then he'd start feeling wherever he wanted to feel. So when it was my turn the one night, I showed him how it's really done. The next party he came there, stone cold sober. His wife didn't allow him to drink a drop when he got to the party next time, because he'd been doing it for years. And the other woman was, they're too scared to do this. They're too scared. Okay. Don't be scared. Right. Firstly, you can do the pinky trick, but sometimes the guys are, okay, you see there, even my small arm is a nice gap. And run. Because this can happen in the parking lot at the shopping center. They want the keys for your car and things like that. So you got to, and they start screaming. Yes, you may be a drama queen. And because they pick on the older people, if they see all the gray hairs, that's the first target. They pick on them. And also the younger kids are small. Some ladies are built very small, so they think, yeah, I can do it. Okay. They grab both your hands. Same principle. And don't worry. Hopefully he can't procreate, because we don't want his type around anymore. So it's easy. If you want to learn more, I teach class here at the Corpus Christi Anglican Church. You can come in for a few extra lessons. France is always there. Okay. Same principle. The first thing you need to do is, that thumb on your neck, because the first thing he's going to do is squeeze so that you can't breathe. So, punch him in the throat. If he's got breathing problems, it's not your problem. And it really does work, because your air flow. If you hit it hard enough, it goes like that, and you struggle to breathe. So if a guy grabs you, especially if he's grabbing you around the neck, you're not going to worry about him. You're going to go. Doe maar. Ek sal jou nie raakslaan nie. No, but that is the effect, all right? You want to get, all right, ideally, don't go for the eyes. I know some people sometimes, they don't usually have glasses, but don't go for the eyes, because if you take his eye like this, it's very nice. He's going to struggle. But if you draw blood, you don't want to draw blood. Anything you do, you don't want to draw blood. You don't know what kind of illnesses this guy's got that is attacking you. Even for the school kids, you don't know if that kid's got some other contagious virus thing on him. So you don't want to draw blood or mix liquids with him. Okay. And ideally speaking, don't let him get you on the ground. Ground fighting is a whole different story. I teach it at the class. And the close quarter combat and the ground fighting goes in the class, because then it gets hectic. I'll bring my mat along, my competition mat, so that we can land a little softer, okay? What else do you want to know? If somebody grabs you. Because what happens, the person is going to grab you. I've told the ladies for the domestic training, they're going to drag you into a dark corner or into a taxi so that you can go anywhere. So release, run in the opposite direction.